There will be plenty of new faces on Capitol Hill come January, and a record number of women. 126 will take the oath of office. This is in part because of a major push to get women to vote. From the beginning of U.S. President Donald Trump's administration, his remarks about women and his administration's policies prompted thousands to take to the streets in protest. Others knocked on doors during the midterm elections, demanding changes.
We saw with the Women's March in January of 2017, the beginning of this kind of energy, this focused activism for many people, many women coming out of outrage over Trump's comments, Trump's general approach.
Adding to women's anger, high-profile cases involving claims of sexual harassment in the workplace. The issue ignited a national debate and sparked the so-called Me Too movement. The movement also brought down dozens of men, including television icon Bill Cosby, once hailed as America's dad, now behind bars for drugging and assaulting a woman years ago.
It is a victory for all sexual assault survivors.
Former Team USA gymnastics doctor Larry Nassar was convicted and sentenced for molesting more than 100 girls, including Olympic medalists.
Even though I'm a victim, I do not and will not live my life as one.
President Trump's pick for the Supreme Court, Judge Brett Kavanaugh, was also accused of sexual misconduct.
I believed he was going to rape me. I tried to yell for help.
I have never done this to her or to anyone. That's not who I am.
Kavanaugh was confirmed to the highest court of the land, but the allegations against him further fueled the debate over women's rights.
Throughout American history, anger at inequity has driven women off their couches out the door to engage in politics.
The result of that anger? Analysts say first-of-a-kind midterm elections.
Voters had an opportunity to elect leaders who actually represent and look like Americans. There were more diverse candidates and candidates of color on the ballot. African American, Hispanic, Native American, LGBTQ candidates.
Voters elected a diverse group of specifically women, including the first Palestinian American and the first Somali American. Both are also the first Muslim women in Congress.
The first women to wear a hijab.
Voters have been disgusted for many years about how Washington is run. And part of that is the idea that it seems like it's always the same old people who are governing.
But Washington is still dominated by men. Women make up less than a quarter of Congress, but 51% of the nation's population. Despite the long road ahead, women's rights advocates predict the Year of the Woman will extend beyond 2018. Jesus Elni, VOA News, Washington.